Hello, my name is Henry Atwater. I've had the privilege of serving Meharry Medical College for better than 40 years. But one of the real pleasures in my job today is that I get to meet literally thousands of people as they visit our campus each year. So I'd like to welcome you to Meharry Medical College. Now let's stop. Let's take a look back in history. Let's see where this story really began.
Miles from home and stuck in the middle of nowhere, Samuel Meharry must have cursed his bad luck. But what he couldn't have known that night, almost 2 centuries ago, is that he was headed for an encounter that would change history. The young man found himself at the doorstep of former slaves in a state that was only half free. But Meharry was desperate. So at great risk to themselves, the family took him in. Early the next morning, they helped the young farmer get back on the road. But before he left, he made a promise.
I have no money now, but when I can, I will do something for your race.
Time has forgotten the name of that family,
Walk on.
but Meharry went on to become a very wealthy man. 50 years later, he honored his vow and along with his brothers, donated $30,000 to start a medical school for freed slaves.
Few people know this, but the school was actually born out of necessity. After the Civil War, thousands in Nashville were dying from yellow fever, especially the former slaves, because there was no one trained to care for them. So the Freedmen's Aid Society of what's now the United Methodist Church started a program to train African American physicians, dentists, and nurses to care for their own.
The times may have changed, but our mission is the same. We're improving the health care of the underserved and training new generations of health professionals. Today, Meharry is a national leader in community-based health care, whether it's patient care, public health, dentistry, AIDS research, or education. Our aim is to close the gap in health disparities.
What's frustrating is those that need quality health care the most are the ones getting the least of it. Problem is, the number of doctors that are willing to practice out here on the front lines of medicine is dropping. That's why we need Meharry.
Every year, our school sends a wave of graduates into the most underserved areas.
My field of interest is AIDS molecular research. We're trying to figure out why the virus is so prevalent in minority communities. The answer is out there, and that's what keeps me going.
Our students don't come here looking for a life of prestige. Our students come here for a life of service.
Our story began with one person reaching out to another, thanks to those of you who have reached back. We have a mission declared through the ages by those who came before us to worship God through service to mankind, guided, as always, by our past.
I'm standing at the entrance of the Hubbard Hospital building, also known as the Old Hospital. This is the original building on this campus. The building was dedicated in 1930 and opened in 1931. The building was named in honor of Meharry's first president, Dr. George W. Hubbard. Initially, this building housed the medical school, the dental school, the pharmacy, and the hospital. Today, the schools of medicine, dentistry, and graduate studies still occupy portions of this building. Meharry Medical College was founded in 1876. The college is comprised of 3 schools. The School of Medicine, which grants the MD, the medical doctor's degree. The School of Dentistry, which grants the DDS, the Doctor of Dental Surgery degree. And the School of Graduate Studies and Research, which grants the PhD, the Doctor of Philosophy degree, the MSPH, the Master of Science in Public Health degree, and the MHS, the Master of Health Science degree. These 3 schools are located here on the campus of Meharry Medical College. This is the Stanley S. Kresge Learning Resource Center building, better known as the LRC on the campus. This building is essentially library and administration. The entrance to the library is on the mezzanine. There are 3 floors of library, including the archives. All the floors above the library are administrative floors. There are 2 basements in the building. In the first basement, we have a series of lecture halls, large lecture halls and small lecture halls. The second basement in the building, this is our brand new simulation center for the medical school, where our simulated medical training occurs. We're standing in front of the Cal Turner Family Center for Student Education. Cal Turner is the CEO of Dollar General Store. This building was designed to be the heart of the campus. This is the newest building on Meharry's campus. The building has a number of very important areas. For one thing, this building is a one-stop shopping area for students. Students can go to one area of this building and take care of most of the business that they need to take care of on the campus. I'm speaking of admissions, records, financial aid, student services. Most business can be taken care of with one stop in this building. The building has a number of relatively unique areas. The building has a ballroom. It has a healthy eating cafeteria. The building has offices and conference rooms, but the building also has study facilities for individual and groups of students. The building is a green building. Another unique aspect of this building is many of the facilities in the building are also available to the community. The building is fast becoming the heart of the campus. This is our outdoor amphitheater. This was once the site of our annual convocation and our annual commencement. But all of that has been moved inside. Today, this area is basically used by our students. We have everything out here from cookouts to step shows. But the largest thing we have out here is our annual Community Day. This is a large carnival type atmosphere that's put on by the students of the college for the children and the people of this community. The building across the street is our main teaching hospital. If you look at the top, you'll see the two names. On the front and the back, it says Meharry Medical College. And on either side, it says Metro General Hospital. Those two names are indicative of a merger. Meharry Hubbard Hospital, a private hospital, has merged with the Metropolitan Nashville General Hospital, a public hospital. The city hospital here in Nashville, Tennessee, sits right in the middle of our hospital. This is the Clay Simpson Jr. building. This building has housed many different programs here at Meharry Medical College. It's been our medical education unit, it's been our simulation center, and many other things. But today, this building houses our Center for Health Policy. This is a certificate program available to any qualified student, faculty, or staff here at Meharry Medical College. The building also houses one of our master's degree programs, the MSPH, the Master of Science in Public Health. Most people know that Meharry Medical College trains medical doctors. Some people know that Meharry Medical College trains dentists. Meharry Medical College is a major research facility, especially when it comes to those diseases and afflictions that affect the minority community in a disproportionate amount. We have world-class researchers doing world-class research in such areas as disparities in the health of African American females, HIV and AIDS, cancer, hypertension, sickle cell anemia, tropical diseases, dental diseases, and many, many other areas. We're in the Harold D. West Basic Sciences Center. The building was named after Meharry's first African American president, Dr. Harold D. West. The building contains all of the preclinical classrooms and laboratories for all of the schools in the college. The building also contains the administrative headquarters for the schools of medicine and graduate studies and research. Everything begins right here in the Harold D. West Basic Sciences Center. This is the Meharry Dental Simulation Center. This impressive simulation center takes Meharry dentistry to the next level. Any procedure that a dental student can perform on a patient can also be performed on these dental simulators. This is truly state-of-the-art dental education. Thank you for allowing me to share just a little of the good news about Meharry Medical College. There is nothing quite like walking these hallowed grounds and seeing Meharry Medical College up close and personal. I am your tour guide, Meharry Tour.